Friday edition of Jamaica Magazine. Welcome, I'm Audrey Williams. Thanks for choosing to tap into 30 minutes of inspiration. You're going to hear about the HOPE program, Human Solidarity Day. New to you? Don't worry about it. We have the 411 and loads more. Let's start the journey now.
Garbage collection, maintenance of public sanitary conveniences, upkeep of cemeteries, provision of water shops, road improvement, street lights, poor relief programs, community beautification. All these services are funded by you. Yes, they are, when you pay your property tax. Pay your annual property tax to make Jamaica the place of choice for all.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, December 20. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says government will be ramping up its delivery of housing in 2020. He says the developments will have housing solutions for all income brackets and will be strategically placed in areas where the state can effectively provide services and they can be properly policed.
Next year, we have another program that is going to come that will rapidly increase the number of housing solutions coming to market. What we will do in Bernard Lodge, what we will do in St. Thomas and in other areas of the country will rapidly expand housing. And then we have to now reclaim the communities in Kingston to make them attractive again for people to live in.
Prime Minister Holness was speaking Wednesday as he handed out land titles to 30 families for lots in Greater Portmore. The land titling program is an initiative of the Housing Agency of Jamaica and has issued 7,000 certificates of ownership to Jamaicans. The temporary extension for party lock-off during the Christmas period may go beyond the Yuletide season. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie says that the government will review the management of the short-term measure after the period and take a decision if the policy should be permanently extended. Minister McKenzie was speaking at last night's Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation's Christmas tree lighting ceremony at the St. William Grant Park. Under the Noise Abatement Act, the government recently extended event activities to 2 a.m. during the week and 4 a.m. on weekends.
The extension of time to keep your parties is not a passport for you to abuse that privilege.
Mr. McKenzie called on event promoters to apply for their permits and to comply with the relevant regulations governing hosting of parties and other entertainment activities. This, he added, could assist to develop a successful entertainment industry for all stakeholders. Thousands of Jamaicans across the country will be engaged in short-term employment during the Christmas season. This is being provided through the local government and community development ministry. The ministry is spearheading the initiative in partnership with the 14 municipal corporations. Each municipality is expected to employ between 6,000 and 8,000 persons. This number may, however, be greater depending on the projects being carried out by each corporation. Mr. McKenzie was addressing a press conference at the ministry's Hagley Park Road offices in St. Andrew on Tuesday. Kingston is poised to become the primary tourism hub of the Northern Caribbean. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says this enviable recognition is likely as a result of the projected expansion projects as well as those currently underway in the country's capital. The minister made this announcement earlier this week during the inaugural Caribbean Airlines flight from Kingston to Grand Cayman.
Connectivity between Jamaica and Havana, Jamaica and Santiago, Jamaica and Cancun can be achieved as a result of here. And I think Caribbean Airlines is well positioned to be that carrier which makes those connectivity, utilizing Kingston as a hub.
Mr. Bartlett says the region has grown by 6.1% this year when compared to the same period last year, but lack of connectivity within the Caribbean has hindered tourism arrivals to grow to double digits. Over the last 3 years, Jamaica has seen increased year-on-year growth within the Caribbean. For 2019, Jamaica has so far seen an over 6% increase in visitors from the region. The Airports Authority of Jamaica, AAJ, is undertaking upgrading works at 2 of the island's aerodromes, Lionel Densham Aerodrome in St. Elizabeth and the Negril Aerodrome in Westmoreland. Transport Minister Robert Montague says the AAJ will be recovering the runway at the Negril Aerodrome and installing a firehouse. For the Lionel Densham Aerodrome, there will be an overlay on the runway and the installation of restrooms and waiting area.
The Airports Authority has undertaken a program of upgrading our aerodromes, and they have started by installing pilot lounges in all our aerodromes, and Negril Aerodrome is getting some attention.
Minister Montague was speaking recently at the groundbreaking ceremony for the Sangster International Airport's runway extension project. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
So many wish they could visit our shores. We live where they vacation. Brand Jamaica beckons all from the four corners of the earth.
Well, as a Jamaican, I have great pride in selling it. Your pride that you sell Jamaica with is something that it rolls off. Jamaica has so much to offer, and every time I have the privilege of bringing an executive down to Jamaica, an executive from an airline or a tour operator or a travel agency, and you take them across the country, the pride that they said, wow, I can't imagine, especially when it's their first time. Wow, I love this.
Build it. Cherish it. Our wealth is Brand Jamaica.
Day by day, we meet people who give us a reason to be hopeful despite the noise around us. Think about it. That one person who made you smile today, yesterday, a week ago. Well, as you go about sharing physical gifts this season, remember to pass on the gift of hope to others. We're starting it. Check out Therese Braham's story.
I am diagnosed with what is called cerebral palsy. It is something that affects your your system on a whole. So the ability to talk may be affected, the ability to walk. So you have mild, severe, and moderate. So I'm diagnosed with what you call the mild. In my early years, I started out attending school at the Oak Valley School Experimental. At that point, I was using a walker. So I used to push it and then step with it. However, I was walking on my 2 point. So about at the age of 12, Surgeon Golin, with the consent of my mother, did a surgery, hoping to have me standing up straight and being independent somewhat of the walker. However, the surgery did not go as we would want it to go. So my limbs became weaker and I ended up in a wheelchair. Well, growing up at first, like any other child, you'd wonder, why is it I'm not walking as a normal child would? As the years go by, you started to say, no, but I want to be able to do this, do that. However, the Mona Rehab Center provided a place for you where after a while you stop looking at that because you saw other persons who had similar disability like yours or even more severe, and we were all taught to do stuff. I moved on to Mona High School. After leaving high school, I wanted to do something with myself because sitting home was not me. And I was the type of person where I want to go out, so guess what? I need to support myself because as much as I love my parents, I was of the fact, one day they're going to be retiring. Then my head goes back, what is going to happen to me when my mother retires? So of course, and I had the family support, they said, okay, go and get a skill. I enrolled in Abilities Here, September 99. I did a 2-year course in data operations, level 1 at the time. About April, before I graduated 2001, I said, but if you're serious about not going home, you need to start sending out applications. And of course, Abilities was one of the places I sent an application to. So July 7th of that year, I started working here. Well, my disability has taught me that when it says the sky is the limit, it is. There are times when you're going to fall, but what is to stop you from rising? And one of the ways that my disability has taught me, and even some disabled association that I am affiliated with, like the Combined Disabilities Association and even Abilities here, they have allowed me to go on exchange programs where you go and you interact with persons with other disabilities outside of Jamaica and even in Jamaica. And I have learned so much. I am able to speak about my disability. I have accepted that this is what I have. And it has also taught me that, guess what? I am sitting with cerebral palsy, but I'm not wasting my time. I'm molding other lives. I'm helping other persons to believe in themselves, to go out, because there are things I want to achieve and I feel I'll achieve them. They will come with little obstacles because I'm not going to tell you that it's all good. And even my job here, it tells me if I quit, I'm saying to those that I've taught before, you can quit too. So there are times where we need to wipe the fears off and go again. Children with disabilities, whether you have CP or not, I strongly believe that you have a purpose. God has something for you to do. Because if somebody had said to me, you would be teaching, and they say, really? If somebody had said to me, you'd be traveling to the various countries that I have been, I'd say, really no. I am saying to you, go out there and believe in yourself. It's going to be hard. And there's going to be days when you don't even want to see a soul, you don't want to hear anything. But after a while, shake that off and look at the good about you. Look at yourself first. What is it that you love about yourself? And once you can find one thing that you love about yourself, maximize on it and go for it, and the rest is history. Put it behind you and don't let anything stop you. As my past managing director told me, life for us is a show, because he also has a disability. And whenever you get up in the morning, you have to be ready for the stage. Because the stage is ready for you whether you're ready for it or not. Nothing can keep you down unless you want it to keep you down.
Now here's one way in which our government is inspiring hope through the next generation.
I was yearning for success so much that it brought me to the wrong route. I was actually incarcerated because of my actions, and that is where I got into sewing, because I had to do something to make up for the time and to keep myself active. So this program, I heard about it as soon as I was released in May 13. So it was my ray of hope. This is my change. This is my way forward. So I come with all zeal and tenacity to go forward.
Cressy Ray is just one of the thousands of Jamaican young people whose lives are being transformed because of their engagement in the Prime Minister's Housing Opportunity, Production and Employment Hope Program.
The HOPE program is about engaging with the youth of Jamaica in a meaningful way. To give them, so it is mainly a training and apprenticeship program, if I can summarize that in a nutshell. It involves engaging young persons through, firstly, values and attitudes, or what I call core skills training. Then it gets into a skills training, a very basic skills training, and then get them to serve as an apprentice for up to 1 year, honing the skills that they would have learned.
And that is exactly the course taken by the Hope Garment Construction Corps at the Heart Trust NTA Garmix Academy.
The first phase was 2 weeks of what is called core skills training. Basically life skills training, different areas where they were taught life coping skills, punctuality, how to dress for work, how to manage their emotions, things like that.
I deserve the best things that life has to offer.
They were taken into the machine operating training where the 100 were placed in 4 groups of 25 with 4 instructors learning to sew. The final phase will be going into production where they will actually start making the shirts for the other persons. And you will see from the display we have over here that they're actually making shirts now.
Yes, you heard right. These students are actually making shirts for the over 15,000 participants of the HOPE program.
When we started the program, the intent was to have everybody be in receipt of a shirt, Oxford type shirt, that would be to help to promote the good working ethics, including their own dress and deportment. To purchase shirts outright and to have them branded, the cost was really far too prohibitive in order to kit out the vast numbers that we're hoping to reach on the program. Then there was a suggestion to speak to Hart Garments Academy, and I found out that they had this massive facility with over 100 machines, which were generally being underutilized at the time.
Now these young garment makers are learning much more than stitching shirts for fellow HOPE participants.
I'm enjoying it right now because I can make my own shirt, skirt, and now I'm dropping to make my own dress.
It is very enlightening, astounding. I didn't know it was so meticulous to make even a simple dress. You know, we look at it as just 2 pieces of fabric, but when you get down to the nitty and gritty, it has so many different calculations, but it's something I love.
Because the clothes wasn't working out for me, I tried to do jewelry making. It's going great so far because I can make my own jewelry, I can produce it, I can have my own store and selling them.
The length is from the waist to the ground.
And none of this would be possible without the team of hard-working instructors on hand.
At first, I didn't know anything about sewing. Then, basically, getting the steps from our instructors, and they're teaching us step by step, so you get everything and understand. And at this stage where I'm at, I'm proud of myself, because if I didn't came here, I wouldn't know to do nothing at all.
The teachers, trust me, they work hard. It's not easy dealing with us as young adults, so they work hard. And what I love about them, it's not just about passing for them. It is about sitting down with the person, making sure they understand. So I give the teachers 2 thumbs up.
They help me a lot because I give them most of them problem. And there is not an instructor here who don't know me. Because I walk around and I ask questions, how to do my shirt, and they all helped me. It don't make no sense to stay home and sit down and I look for somebody to give something when you can come out, learn a skill, and can do something for yourself.
It doesn't matter what background you're from or where you're from. Just come with an open mind and willing to learn. And once you're willing, you'll go a long way because there's hope for you.
For more information on the Garment Construction Corps or the HOPE program, call or visit a National Youth Service or Heart Trust NTA office. Toll free 1-888-432-7868 or email info@heart-nta.org.
For over 40 years, the European Union and Jamaica have enjoyed a partnership built on shared values, trust, and respect. Through a joint cooperation program, the EU is supporting Jamaica to achieve its development goals outlined in Vision 2030. Key areas of support include justice, financial reform, poverty reduction, health, environmental protection, and agriculture. Jamaica and the European Union, promoting sustainable development and creating opportunities for all Jamaicans.
Plan to take a trip overseas to meet up with family and friends? Well, as you head out to the NMIA, stop for a minute to observe the upgrades, which allow you to take off and land in style. It's truly inspirational.
Welcome to the Norman Manley International Airport, your gateway to the Caribbean and the Americas. It's Jamaica's principal business and visiting friends and relatives access point, providing a wide range of services and amenities to meet the needs of the most discerning traveler. The Norman Manley International Airport provides a distinctly Jamaican experience and is a first-class facility characterized by efficiency. Through the departures experience, travelers have access to the fully automated Park and Fly extended parking facility. The Red Cap Porter service, which provides courteous luggage assistance from the curb to the ticketing counter. Spacious, inviting, and modern, the ticketing hall provides services from 13 airlines. And for convenience, the automated self-service Easy Check-in reduces wait time. Savor your last moments in Capital Kingston by relaxing with family and friends, or with a memorabilia from the photo station. Choice, convenience, comfort. The Departures Lounge provides an all-inclusive package reflecting Destination Jamaica. Through the variety of savory and spicy meals, specialty duty-free shops, and the airport art displays, a positive passenger experience is created. Club Kingston provides a secluded relaxation space for both leisure and business. The lounge affords a cultural experience reflecting Jamaican hospitality and luxury. Similar services can be accessed through the Club Kingston VIP Arrivals Lounge. Local and international travelers have the opportunity to acquire, select high-quality goods at exceptional prices through expanded duty-free shopping to either grab that memorabilia that defines a milestone or a gift for that special someone. The passenger pier provides access to immigration and customs services available 24 hours daily. For convenience, a customer service post is on site and automated check-in options. To guarantee minimal delays in the customs procedure, 3 processing options are provided. Nothing to declare, items to declare, and passengers for special consideration, including children, the disabled, and elderly. Travelers can access support services through the hospitality desks located in the transportation hall. Ground transportation, car rental, tour operators, and hotel accommodations can be arranged through this multi-purpose facility. The Arrivals forecourt provides an aesthetically pleasing environment with covered seating, a food court, and bar. It is here that passengers are greeted with a true island experience, a very cool jelly coconut from the Jelly Man. Located on a picturesque peninsula and bordered by the 7th largest natural harbor in the world, the Norman Manley International Airport continues to provide modern air travel conveniences with 14 aircraft gates, which can accommodate the Boeing 747-400, 2 remote stands, and multi-level departures concourse. Based on its strategic location, Norman Manley International Airport is capitalizing on air freight services through its state-of-the-art cargo and logistics center. This allows the airport to contribute to Jamaica's increasing role in the global air cargo trade. Safety and security is priority for the Norman Manley International Airport. The advanced security system for passenger and luggage screening is part of the layered approach adopted to ensure passengers are safely transported to and from their destinations. Effective, safe, and reliable general aviation services are also key to enhancing the traveler's experience and expectations. From arrival to departure, a high level of management systems and processes ensure that the general aviation services provided are equivalent to worldwide standards. For over 70 years, with over 130 international flights per week, the Norman Manley International Airport remains committed to providing travelers with an exceptional Jamaican experience through its world-class transportation hub. One capital, two coasts, one connection. The Norman Manley International Airport is your Kingston gateway to the world.
So we did mention that this 24-hour period is being observed as International Human Solidarity Day, a global observance where governments are reminded of their commitments to international agreements on the need for human solidarity as an initiative to fight against poverty. Our government has made strides in this regard. Here's how: allowing for land reclamation after bauxite mining to benefit those who need land for housing and farming, making health and medication accessible through the National Health Fund, supplying relief efforts to help those who suffer the effects of natural disasters, and assisting children or families to access quality education and break the cycle of poverty through the PATH program, and so much more. Together, we can advance the development agenda by promoting a mutual understanding of the value of human solidarity. That way, we can all work together to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business. While today's show has ended, the need to inspire hope should never end. If you want to see this and other episodes again, visit the JIS website or YouTube channel. You can also keep up with us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter pages. Remember, learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. Albert Einstein. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Audrey Williams. Keep positive.
Down in Jamaica, there's hot sunny weather, and people are warm and friendly all the time.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Joyful Irish Christmas in the sun.